I'm working on the original series of Star Trek in the prop department. Now, during this period, I had sold my old Packard and purchased a Norman Commando motorcycle to get through LA traffic faster. Anyway, this one morning, Shatner sees me ride into Desilu, and he says, nice bike. What's it do? And I told him it does about 115. He said I had just gotten a Kawasaki A7 Avenger with a top speed of 105, but he had made a few modifications to it just to juice it a little. He said this last part with a gleam in his eye that went through my heart like an ice pick. You know, Marty, I was going to give it a test run this weekend on Mulholland Drive. Why don't you join me? We might even make it a little bit interesting. It was an open secret in the studio that Shatner enjoyed racing, and he liked to goad his fellow cast members into racing. In fact, James Doohan ended up getting such a terrible case of road rash, he had to wear slacks in the summer. In the LA summer. So I politely declined the offer. I'm not really a racer, it's really more for commuting. And Shatner gave me a look that could be best described as smug pity. Marty, I'll be honest, I'm kind of disappointed. I've heard all these stories about you, like the time you rescued John Huston from a lion during the shooting of the African Queen, or that time you helped break up a Nazi spy ring, or also all those, adventures in the boudoir, shall we say. You are a living legend in this town, and now you're just content to putter along. It must be terrible getting old. Needless to say, I went from, I'm not going anywhere near this, to, I'm going to smear that Canuck son of a bitch across the pavement at warp speed. God damn it, I promised I wouldn't do that. Well, long story short, Saturday after we wrapped, I find myself on Mulholland Drive racing against Shatner. And let me tell you folks, I had never felt more alive in my life. The wind in my face, the power between my legs, the pure sensation of speed. I was in heaven. Up until the point that a U-Haul appeared out of nowhere and we had to swerve out of the way to avoid it. I managed to make it to the shoulder, but I watched in horror as Shatner flew over the top of a hill. I sat there, looking at the spot, half in shock, half trying to figure out if I had enough gas to make it to the Mexican border. Just then, Shatner appeared over the top of the hill. And not only was he unhurt, the son of a bitch was actually giddy. That was great, Marty, he yelled out. You want to keep going? I yelled back, hell no, got on my bike and tore ass out of there, thanking my lucky stars all the way home. Well, word got back to the studio, and Monday morning I'm in Gene Coon's office, and he and Roddenberry are taking turns reaming both me and Shatner for almost getting killed. And let me tell you, as a former traffic cop, Roddenberry was particularly detailed about how badly it could have gone. Now, to his credit, Shatner took the lion's share of the blame, saying that he kind of goaded me into it, and we both promised we would never do this sort of thing again. Anyway, the one comfort I could take away from all of this nonsense is that one day Shatner would be old himself, and he would know what it was like to lose his potency. Well, the day came. Shatner got old, and the son of a bitch went into outer space. I could barely pee in a straight line, and he's going into outer space. Where's your God in all this? People always ask me, how have I managed to live as long as I have? And I tell them, pure goddamn spite. It's the same reason George Takei takes multivitamins and does Pilates. We're gonna be goddamned if we're gonna let Shatner win this tontine.